Hold on. There you go. Hey, everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, I need to show her. I need to get my picture.
She needs to get her picture. Hey, everyone. Had a great time with Al Shell yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. Our conversation went long. I shouldn't have expected it, and ran out of time to do the haul that I intended to. Hey, look at that! Did you draw that yourself?
Yeah.
You drew that whole thing yourself?
No,
Bailey,
not the whole thing.
Bailey's got talent.
They done this part.
That's by drawing and you're coloring it, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see it again. Hold it up there. Let's hold that up. Let me see. There we go, people.
I put some blue in there.
Put some blue in there.
Yeah.
He's looking great.
It's Spider-Man fighting a really bad guy.
A really bad guy?
Yeah, it's really big.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, we ran out of time, so I wasn't able to show the haul that I had planned on, and just figured I'd go live. I don't know if anybody's going to pop in, but I figured don't draw on yourself. I figured going live, I get someone popping in. It's going to be a little bit more fun than just me doing a recorded video. So, and then Bailey decided to join, and she's along for the ride for a minute or two maybe. But so I'm just going to get to the books.
Comic books.
Comic books.
I said the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just said books.
Books, comic books, comics.
Comic books.
These people know what we're talking about. Okay, stop.
That was the lid.
So,
naughty lid.
First book. I found this just kind of in my travels at a antique mall, local antique mall. DC Comics presents #1 with Superman and the Flash. Art by Jose Garcia Lopez, one of the great artists of the Silver Age. Very unheralded artist.
What happened to Superman?
I don't know. He's getting attacked by the bad guys, and they're weakening him. He's being weakened by the bad guys, and the Flash is there to help. We'll see what happens. Next is actually a community member pickup. Picked up Marvel Point 1 from Barbarian Kung Fu in, I think it was the Disco pop-up shop, the community pop-up shop. Poor Mike. Hey, how you doing?
Can I just tell something 1 second?
What do you want to say?
I'm going to say something about my pup charge up.
About what?
My pup charge up.
Your pop charge up?
No, my pup charge up.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Wait.
Okay, I got things to do. These people want to hear from me. Hey, there's Coach Vic. Mr. Victor's watching. Yeah, so I figured I'd just pop on real quick and do my haul.
Victor.
Ran out of time yesterday. He's got a comment right there, right under poor Mike. And so first couple books. DC Comics presents 1, Flash and Superman. Marvel Point 1, obtained from Barbarian Kung Fu. First appearance of the new Nova. I've been working on replacing the copy of Warlock 15 I got around Christmas time. That copy came in a lot with some other books that I liked, and I didn't like the condition of it. Didn't go as well with the condition of my others, so I replaced that one. Got an upgrade for a reasonable fee. I did upgrade my guest, Victor. So as things happen on eBay, you watch a comic book, and it doesn't have to be an expensive one. I think this was listed at like $15 plus shipping, something like that. And the seller sends you an offer. Hey, I'll knock $3 off. So now it's $12 plus shipping. Okay. I might take you up on that. What else have you got? What can we throw in to lessen that hit on the shipping? So this particular seller was selling this.
Daddy, you need to hold it.
That is not going to work, Bailey.
How is it not going to work?
Time out. You forgot your pen. Where is it? Where'd it go?
Behind you.
Nope. Careful getting done. Barrow Island. Good to see you, bud.
Yes, it was. It was behind the comic.
Okay, well, hurry up. Let's get back up here. People want to see my comic books.
Oh.
It's a comedy of errors. Hold on.
Boop, boop, boop.
Let me hold this. Get up there.
There we go. My Paw Patrol tray.
This video not made for kids, acceptable by kids. I'm still going to mark it as adult government. The pop-up charge thing, Barrow Island wants to hear more about. Yeah, me too. We'll hear about more later.
Hey, nobody sees my head.
So I picked these up as the bonus pickup from this. This was, I think, $13. They're selling this set.
Over?
No, I'm still going. You need to be quiet though. This set was, I believe, $6. But really, all I needed was the first issue because yikes. This is going just as well as planned. The first, I had a copy of the first issue of this, but it was one of those versions from the 70s where somebody cut the logo off to send it back for a return. So I figured I'd replace it. The thing is, so I had the other issues, so I was going to give an AOK of the lower quality copies and the issue with half the top cut off. And then I went to see what I had, and lo and behold, I had already replaced it and even had it signed by Lon Wein along the way. So I'll be sending this set out at some point as an AOK to a community member. So this gives a brief 3-issue history of the Batman. The first issue is drawn by John Byrne, of all people, when he was still in the middle of his run of everything at Marvel. He did a little bit of moonlighting at DC, and it was actually inked by Jim Aparo. So you look at the art and you'll think, man, that looks a lot like John Byrne, but yet a lot like Jim Aparo. That's why. I think Jim Aparo did the full second and third issue. Yeah, let me flip through the rest of the covers there for poor Mike. So yeah, issue 1. I think these are Garcia Lopez and Dick Giordano covers, and they are really cool. And you can find these in dollar bins if you look for them. I think I'm not sure if they did a trade or they did like a little novel version of this, and this was the cover of that. So next is got the first cameo appearance of a character I liked as a kid, which is Starhawk, something like that. He's kind of related to the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was played by Sylvester Stallone in the Guardians of the Galaxy sequel. So this is his first cameo. And this is another case where I saw this listed, and the seller sent me an offer, knocked a couple bucks off, and then I went and looked further at what he had, and not only was he knocking a couple bucks off this, he had a deal where buy two get one free.
Does everyone see that color?
Does everyone see that color? Yes, everyone can see it. It looks like you cut yourself.
No.
So
I
then
colored on myself.
Okay, so then I was on the hunt to see, okay, what else does this seller have that I'm interested in? And he had things such as Teen Titans 53. This is from the original run, and this gives a recap of the original origin of the Teen Titans. Up until this point, they never actually documented how the characters, Robin, Kid Flash, Aqualad, and Wonder Girl had gotten together, and this kind of documented it. And it's got a great cover where they're smashing their cohorts' faces. And this was always one of my very favorite comics as a kid. So this is an upgrade replacement. I've been looking for this for a long time. It's a little bit difficult to find, just out looking for it in the wild. It is hard to find. Poor Mike says, AOK are the best. They make you feel good. Yeah, they do, man. And I'm a giver. I'm a generous person. And if shipping was free, I'd give a lot more AOKs, bud.
Daddy, you're down there.
What year is the 25-cent books? Let's see, Teen Titans was a 35-cent. Defenders was 25.
I'm not.
Probably 72, 73, and this one at 35 cents. They were probably 76, 77, something like that.
I am 5.
Or are these mythical dollar bin books you speak of? I'm going to get to those in a second, bud. But yeah, poor Mike, watch out for the eBay wormhole. You got that right, buddy. I didn't spend a lot of money on eBay, but
Daddy,
I've spent a
say
lot where
that
I'm
5.
like, I need to back off a little bit.
Say that 5.
What?
Say that I am 5. Because I don't think they heard me.
Bailey is 5 years old, everyone.
Harper is 7.
Poor Mike agrees about the shipping. Yeah, man.
Harper
$15 for
7.
unlimited comics is a pretty good deal as long as you've got a stack that tall. But when you got like 8 books and you want to ship them, yeah, to do it over and over again to a lot of different people gets pricey. So then the third book that I found from this seller, this one was the most expensive book. Essentially, I got the Defenders for free because these other two were a little bit more expensive than that one. For the longest time, I had on my list that I needed a Thor 337, and then when that book spiked a while back, I flipped through my collection and realized I had a 337. I was missing a 338. So I landed this one. The seller listed it as a 9.6. And if you open it, below the indicia down here, we've got a signature by Walt Simonson, which was a bonus. I didn't need it. And he didn't charge a premium for it, but it looks legit. I've got other Simonson autographs. Do you need that back?
Yeah. I broke it. Right here. Too.
You went through the paper. Oh well. So if you saw my show yesterday, you saw that we had a bit about the bottom feeders of the spec list world, and among those, we showed Modox 11. So yeah, I didn't have these in my collection, but I'm a big enough Modoc fan that I was interested to kind of read a story that focused just on him, and I was hoping for a few more laughs in it, and they weren't there with this. But it was a 5-book series, so there's cover 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5.
They're pretty good. I'm ready for it. And I can.
One of the other jokey books I showed was this XForce 116. I had read this, I had borrowed it years and years ago when it was new from somebody that was really interested in it. And it turned out to be a really great series, and I never went back and bought it, but I found 116 and 117
I'm making
in a lot for a very reasonable price. I'll show you more. Hey, JP Collection, Budget Collecting. Good to see you, bud. Isn't it, though?
That's you.
That's me. This is me.
With really hair.
Look at you buying on spec, Coach Vic says. Yeah, you know I'm all about spec, bud. I'm about beating the spec. So I've sold some books, and among them were some XMen issues, John Byrne issues that I just didn't like the condition. I'm actually surprised at myself that I was able to part with them without replacements, but this is one of them that I needed. Found this at a dealer at a small comic book show yesterday, one of those little hotel shows. What do you got? There we go.
Your hair goes to your nose.
Same dealer also had this issue at a reasonable price that I had to pick up. This is a book that I've been searching for recently. This is the first appearance of Moondragon. Nice. This is the first character, or the first appearance of the character would become Moondragon. Here she is in beautiful brown, kind of burgundy. And they don't color Moondragon in this issue, but they do an issue of Iron Man that I'm on the lookout for. I'm the straight man. She's the comedian.
That's her body. And it's a scribble. It's scribbled.
Another book I picked up from the same vendor. This is also another upgrade. This is one of the really cool issues of New Gods, and the copy I had was a little bit too cracked up for me, so got that one at a reasonable price. Okay. Be quiet, please. This is a book that I have most of the John Byrne Fantastic Four run, but was missing this one, and this is Fantastic Four 243, where it's everyone versus Galactus. Need we say more? Not with a cover like that. So we had another vendor. Very nice. Had another vendor that all the bags in his books stuck together, but he had some books that I wanted, so I brought them home and I'll rebag them. Captain America 249, another John Byrne book. And this is also not necessarily a replacement. I didn't go hunting for this one. I've got this one. I've got 3 issues I'm going to show. I've got all 3, but these books at the price he was charging were too good to pass up. So brought home the extras. 249, 250. Let's vote this guy president of the United States.